Hello Jammy Gamers and welcome to another Breakpoint video. Today 25 more things to show you and to tell you about. Now we've covered off our beginner guide, our intermediate guide. This one's the expert guide and I'm going to put together a master card, well, a combination of all of those sorts of things. Like, comment, subscribe, all that usual YouTuber stuff, and we'll jump into number one. Like I said in the others, Breakpoint is a great game now. They've done loads since release. Maybe as a sorry for the reviews that came out straight off the bat. But actually, give it a go if you can. It's always on offer. Or at least it seems to be every 5 minutes. So, give it a go. Number two, so EMPs do work in office environments. It does knock out your night vision and thermal vision. So, that's something to consider. Also works on PvP. The darkness also feeds into your stealth gameplay. And particularly the Echelon class. They don't work on outside lights. So, really frustrating those ones. But they do work on turrets. So at the moment, that one is active. You're allowed to deactivate it. If you throw an EMP over, it now doesn't give you the option to deactivate it because it's already deactivated. Again, those searchlights, it won't work on, but it will work on cars. If we quickly run over, you see the electric field zapping around that car there. If you jump inside, it won't start. So that's good to know as well. 3. Use the 5 Ps with your equipment. Harder difficulties is more important to do, but use your preparations, use your skill items, use your equipment, use all this stuff, and don't just save it up for a rainy day. I'm terrible at remembering to use them as well, so don't feel bad, but try and give it a go before large base assaults. And then we blow through using these preparations. So you can craft them, very easy. You can find the ingredients around the map, but use them, okay? Like potions and elixirs in The Witcher, okay? It can be useful. Don't save it to late game. But here, just to note that you can get higher quality, okay? And that will give you not stronger buffs, but will give you the buffs for longer periods of time. So again, don't sit on these. If you are having trouble with particular missions, give them a go. They can help you out. Number 5. So lower quality parts for your crafting of weapons, things like that. Ironically, in late game, you can't find them. You keep finding high quality stuff. So destroy drones to get that low quality gear. Tip 6. Use kill zones or funnels to your advantage. Okay, when you're detected, it can really help narrow in your field of view and concentrate your fire to make it a lot easier. Okay, here's one with the wolves, and they are tricky, but I made it look easy, right? Sure. But if I bring the footage back, you're going to have to look at it carefully because the detail is very, very fine here. When you're peeking corners in third person, it jumps. Okay, so the laser will jump and there'll be almost like a lag or a delay. Okay, when you peep around corners. Okay, do you see here where it's jump, jump, and shooting? Might need to rewind that. In fact, I'll put up the clip again, just at the beginning there, where you see the first couple of jumps. I'll just whack a couple of stickers on so it makes it a little bit more obvious so you know what I'm talking about. 2 very quick ones then. So if you're lucky enough to belong to the glorious PC Master Race, mods can really provide a huge amount of variety for you. And camo doesn't do anything. Just like Wildlands, unfortunately, it doesn't do anything in Breakpoint. Hopefully it does in Project Over in the future. Number 10, a consideration which is quite rare. If you're going to pop mines as you go through buildings and clear buildings to stop people running up behind you, make sure you're not having to evac any targets or dragging enemies around with you. As you'll see here, actually, if you go over mines when you're holding them, it will blow you up. Number 11. Slingshot drones are really powerful, okay? But they're not activated just by anything like Wildlands. You need to actively activate them. But they are very powerful if you don't find them too cheaty. Number 12, so a little bonus. Remember, like we said in the old videos, infill via parachutes. But Syncshot drones can be paired with Syncshot from your AI companions. And it's really, really strong. Now here you can see my AI squad looking so good there. But it's a little bit cheaty, maybe. But the potential is huge. You can eliminate 6 targets at once, including heavies. Heavies are taken down with 1 shot from Syncshot as well. So actually, guys, if you want to, if you don't think it's too cheaty, make sure you're using this to your full potential. It can be crazy helpful and crazy powerful. Look at number 13 then. So make sure you have a little check of the Ubisoft Connect. It's basically their little free store. You get tokens, you get rewards and things like that. It just gives you free stuff. Now, early game, it can give you a bit of a bump with some of the gear, maybe. Otherwise, it's just aesthetic stuff. You got the rewards there, which give you more points. You can buy the extra little gear. Less of a pro tip, but you know you can still use it, and it's a smaller, harder to see detail. The store itself, you can spend real money in there, but you know I wouldn't recommend that. That's up to you. 14, you can have a look at your stats. Now in the identity tab, you got your stats here, and you can make little challenges for yourself, like improving your headshot. That will improve your gameplay, okay? If you're going to do that, and you can do that a little bit better with more visibility, which is here, and you can actually have a look at your modifiers as well. So some of those modifiers do have caps, and that's what we're going to come on to in a second. Now here in regular mode, you've got your gear score, okay? Now I'm no expert here, I don't really like regular mode, but the buffs here, you can balance them accordingly. It will show them in a second here with a weapon, but they do have caps on that stat screen that I showed you before. So when you come up to 100 out of 100% of a buff or a boost, you won't be able to exceed that, okay? But so if you're tailoring your gear to smash loads of accuracy, be aware of those caps, because anything above will be wasted. And also have a look at the skin override, because, you know, you want to look good. Number 16 though, the store can give you that initial injection of buffs if you're going to go from immersion to regular. I'm no expert, so I'll just throw up some tips that I found online just up on the screen, and you can make your own mind up. I personally don't like regular mode. I like this sort of gameplay saved for the Division. I know that's not everybody's favourite game, but that's where I go for this type of gameplay. I like my Ghost Recon to be more immersive, more realistic to a degree, you know, as far as a video game can be, but that's my personal preference. So have a play around with the settings, have a play around with the game modes, have a play around with all these different things, and see what fits you and your playstyle and your enjoyments, okay? But there are considerations there again. Buffs, your gear, dismantling guns for parts, selling gears for credits, and the store, you can still buy more stuff, you can dismantle it, stuff like that, but it's going to reset in real life 24 hours, not game, okay? So no need to skip around. Number 17 though, some nice settings to have would be turning the shop on and the garage on in your bivouacs. It's up to you. It might be a little bit cheaty, but look, you decide what's good for you. Some other great shout outs would be things like the ammo loss on reload, darkest night, turning off the map for full immersion, or making the map little and turning off the detection to get that compass realism. Number 18, straight blade animations are quicker than curved blades. CQC is really powerful, but pain in the ass because the animations take so long. They're great, they're gory, they take long, so it's a pain, but the customer wants to see more of it, so it's your fault, guys. Number 19, so late game content is free for most platforms or most versions of the game now. You got the resistance arm, which actually is quite enjoyable. It is quite quick to blow through, but you do get a nice strike designator, which I'll show you just at the end of this little tip. You got free equipment as well in Operation Amber Sky. That's the underbarrel shotgun, and you get Rainbow Six operators. But then Operation Motherland is the community's favorite. That's the most like Wildlands. A little part of me says, you know, get over it. Wildlands was done. It's fantastic game, but this is Breakpoint. However, it's most like for like, and actually I'm really looking forward to it. From what I've seen on videos, of clips, of whatever, it is a fantastic game mode, and that's what we're going to be playing on our JJAM.Gaming games nights, okay? Usually on a Tuesday night, depending on if we've got anything else on. We're adults, our time's limited, but Bowman makes a return, and you can make your way 3 months after the end of the original Breakpoint story to clear out the new wave of enemies affecting Aroa. Just for good measure, here's the strike designation from the Resistance DLC. You call it in. It's less impressive than the mortar strikes on Wildlands, but bang! Okay, that missile hits hard. And now you know how to get it. Tip number 20, so turn generators off to disable the turrets or to kill them flat outright. Nice, quick, easy tip. Maybe I should have chucked it next to the EMPs, but it's something that you should definitely consider even in daytime. Number 21, so if we're looking at the missions, things like the Sharpshooter or Panther or any of them, right? If you go later game, you're going to get to level 10 and struggle to go beyond. You need to go to Golem Island or play raids. Now, Golem Island, there's a little clip there that we'll revisit. It's right in the top right. You've got a little side mission to go get it. But it is a beautiful, weird island, volcanic ash, volcanic lava everywhere. And that's how you can go beyond level 10 and get those other levels to get those other unlocks. I mean, look at this. It's not Mustafar. You don't have Anakin fighting Obi-Wan here, but it's beautiful. Tip 22, again, those late game areas, it is harder. The enemies are harder, they're more diverse, they really are more punishing. But you got things like mines. Now they beep like hell, so you'll be able to hear them, but finding them might be a little bit tricky. They're usually near entrances to areas. 23, so have a look at the friend pass. So whether this is reconciliation to try and say sorry and get more people involved with the game or not, take advantage of it. 24, using a headset where available can really help that immersion. It's also really important, you know, any PvP player who's worth their salt will have a headset on. It gives you that more surround sound effect. It allows you to identify through audio where players are, things like that. It's a top tip. And then number 25, make sure you min-max your buffs from the bivouacs. It can be really important, particularly the XP one. And let's have a look at number 26. So we'll break this down into 3 sections. It's the standard YouTube thing. But like our videos, it's for free. It will really help us out. Comment anything that we might have forgotten you want to share with the community. Subscribe because it really helps us out, and we're still a small channel, ever growing. And just give us some love. It'll be very much appreciated. We've still got to do the master clip version of these tips videos, so anything that we might have forgotten or something that really stands out for you and you love more than anything else, we can put at the forefront and really make a big deal out of it. Let us know, like the video, subscribe. Like I say, it'll really help us out. It'll be very, very much appreciated. But that's it, guys. Thank you for your time, and we'll see you on the next one. JJAM.Gaming out.